So if you have one of these John Deere S100 mowers, and when you go to turn the blades on, nothing is happening. You hit this switch, the blades don't come on. I'm going to show you how to fix it. So why aren't the blades coming on? That is the real question. And what happens is when you pull this lever, it moves a lever down underneath here, and it pulls this cable, which is connected to underneath the mower to right here. And this one is broken on the back side. We can see the spring here just flopping around. This whole thing is much easier if you put your deck all the way down so you have room to get your hand in, and a little bit of light so we can see something. So this clip right here on the deck will get removed, and then we can pull out the cable. This spring that's at the end of your cable gets connected to this arm here. So if this arm is binding up or not moving very easily, then that means that there's a reason that the cable broke. So you're going to want to take this apart, get this lubricated, because if that's binding up and not moving smoothly, then that means there's all this extra tension on your cable, and that's probably why it broke. So now we can remove our old spring. So we can kind of grab with a spring here and lift up a little bit, and that'll curl it enough in order to get the spring off. So now if you follow our cable up, you will see right here that there is a clip. You're just going to pull that top piece back, and then it separates, falls out. And then over here a little bit, these ones are a real pain. But it will just pull out like so. And then as we travel up further on the cable, we will see that it is sitting in here. This cable comes up, not that one, this one. So then this can get removed. Underneath this, you can see at the end of the cable, there's two little tabs. See one on this side, one on that side. They both have to be pushed in order for this to release and pull out. So one is out, and as you hold the one side, the other side can get pushed in, and then hopefully release, like so. See how there's those two tabs? So now what we got going in here is this cable right here is connected to this arm. So this bolt must come out, the spring is going to come off, and then we can remove that, put on the new one. So to release this spring, you're just going to pull right here and let it go. The spring's going to come off. So then we have this bolt on the bottom and a nut on the top, which will have to be removed, and this will all come out in one piece. So now depending on the position of your lever, you can move that in and out to gain a little bit more access. There isn't really a fun way to get in here. And this is the part number for that cable. And now it's the same thing except just backwards. So our bolt will go in, and then we can slide that up into the arm. And then we can get the top nut on there, which you guys can't see. Sorry, I haven't made it big enough yet to have a cameraman. Make sure that's tight. Make sure it's routed on this side of the choke and throttle cable. Insert, just presses in. And this new one goes on with the cable running underneath the belt and underneath the brake rod. So then the spring will go back in. So our pin ends up going through. You're going to want this on the top side and that on the bottom side. And the pin ends up going through the bottom like this. Pin goes on. Like so. Don't forget the clip from our old cable. So this cable will get inserted in this hole right here. And then don't forget this last one that's above the deck. And then that just clips shut. Okay, and then don't forget our spring, which is going to go on like so. That is very tight, and you want to make sure that it curls going around this way with the open end on this side, because then when you engage, if it's not, it's going to hit the steering shaft. So if all was done right, you now have a working mower again. Thanks for watching, guys. If you don't mind, subscribe, follow, get your mower back on the grass. Thanks.